What's up, everyone? My name is Paula Cerrone, for those of you who didn't know, and for those of you who did, welcome back to my channel. So, this is the first video that I officially upload onto my YouTube since I want to say 3 years. And I have other videos that I really wanted to share with you guys, but before making them public, I thought that it would be really nice to do a little video like this, just explaining kind of why I left YouTube and also just kind of a little life update. So of course, if you're on this video and you're a new subscriber, welcome. My name, like I said before, is Paula Cerrone, and I do recipe videos, lifestyle videos, makeup videos. It's been kind of a journey since I last uploaded an actual YouTube video. I actually put a few of the old ones on private just because they were embarrassing. But I have started to get back into doing and filming videos, and I thought it'd be really nice to just do a really quick welcome back to my channel video. So I wanted to start off first and foremost on why I kind of left YouTube. For those of you guys who didn't know, me and Naz kind of grew up together. We were friends throughout high school, like best friends. She was always doing YouTube, and I thought that it was so fascinating. I loved watching her do it. I loved watching her videos. And she kind of told me to do cooking because I would always invite all of our friends over, and I would make these like dinner parties and all of that, and she would honestly really hype me up and tell me that my food was delicious, and I was like, oh, I'm a chef, you know, all of that different stuff. And I started kind of putting out little videos on YouTube. I actually did like a story time also, like story time and recipes and things like that, but I put those videos on private because they are so embarrassing. They're so bad. I left the cooking ones obviously for everyone just because they weren't too bad. Well, a little bit. They were a little bad, but whatever. But yeah, I started to put stuff out there, but in that moment in my life, I was struggling with like this really deep-rooted insecurity. I just felt like nothing that I did was good enough, and I feel like when you're putting yourself on a camera and putting it out there for people to look at and all of that, it can bring that stress level up a little bit more, and I felt like I was a little bit anxious. I'm really the type of person to keep things to myself. Things that are for me, like personal, like my personal issues, I don't want to put them on to other people. And I was the only person that was putting pressure on myself, but when I would make a video, I would go to edit and like do all of that stuff, and then when I saw the final product, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna upload that. I'm not gonna upload that. This is trash. And I was just so hard on myself, and I don't know why, because it wasn't like anybody, like I didn't have any responsibility in it. It was just fun, but I'm such a perfectionist that I was just like, nope, not gonna upload that. And I can't tell you guys how many videos I have actually filmed and like uploaded onto my YouTube, and they're just private, like no one can see them. So when I graduated high school, I felt like everyone just had their plan, and I was lost. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I felt like my inner monologue got worse and worse and worse. Like, you're worthless, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you want out of life, you're never gonna get anything, all of that type of thing. And I feel like it was really bringing me down in everything that I did. I think 2 years went by, and I really hit a wall. Like, I felt emotionally like I was at rock bottom. I just started to eat a lot, gain weight, like I felt like I had no friends, all of that stuff that, you know, just puts you in a really bad negative space. And I remember I got up one day and I was like, I can't with this anymore. I really started to shift when I don't remember right now what book it was, but I'll put in kind of the title or whatever if anyone wants to go read the book if they're feeling like this at all. But basically it was saying that you can raise your self-esteem with esteemable actions. So what I did in that moment was I sat down and I thought, what are the characteristics in people that I value, that I admire? Who do I admire? Why do I admire them? And I realized I admired people that were hardworking, that were responsible, that were disciplined, things that I felt like I was lacking. So I slowly started to, first and foremost, shift my inner monologue. I stopped being so mean to myself. I stopped calling myself ugly. I stopped calling myself fat. I stopped calling myself stupid. I stopped calling myself worthless. Like, I stopped all of that. Halt. Like, I can't do this anymore. I started shifting those words to things that are positive. When I thought, you're ugly, I'd be like, no, you're beautiful. I had to shift that meanness into being grateful for the little that I had in the moment. And when I started to do that, guys, I just felt happier. It was like, even though I internally was like, I'm ugly, but I'd still be like, I'm ugly, but I'm beautiful. And slowly, like, I started to really believe it. Like, I started to believe what I was telling myself every day. And that's the same reason that vice versa, when I was being so mean to myself, I really felt like I was worthless. And then, as I was saying, the esteemable actions, I had to do things like be responsible. If I said that I was going to do this one thing, there was no way that I could not do that one thing. Because my biggest thing was I was just so flaky. Like, I was just like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then I never did it. And everyone was just kind of like, Paula, you're so flaky. Like, so flaky. I started to be hardworking. I was really into my job and trying to better myself. And I went and I got my real estate license. So I really wanted to immerse myself in some type of world where I could build a career, where I could start feeling like I had some type of purpose. After this journey, which I feel like is a constant journey, you have to continuously put in effort toward your self-esteem to be able to feel better, to feel whole. It's the same way that you eat good and exercise to be fit. You need to make sure that you're doing something daily for your mental health and your emotional health, because sometimes we just overlook it. Just doing things that we like, that we appreciate, but also telling ourselves internally that we're good, that we're worth it. Like, that word worth is super important to me, because you have to put in worth. And this is something that I really do practice. I demand what I'm worth, what I deserve. And so you really have to believe that you are worth a lot to expect and demand better things in your life. Anyways, I am ranting quite a bit, but I just feel passionately because I know a lot of people go through this, especially in transitions in their life where, like me, I was leaving high school, going into like adulthood, and I was just not feeling like I knew what I wanted. And that being able to put in place some type of system for myself was super duper important. Me and my brother actually are starting a podcast. It is called Talking, I just said that with an accent, but it's called Talking de Todito, and it's just basically us sitting down. We're gonna go through a bunch of different topics, but we are kind of getting into implementing systems, not only in our business, but also in our personal lives. And if that at all interests you, definitely go check that out. I'm gonna leave the podcast Instagram right here, so you can go follow it as well. We're launching, I believe, the first week of September. This will probably be coming up before we launch the podcast, so if you want to follow, please do. But anyways, as I was saying, implementing systems, and we're going to get really into it in the podcast that's coming. I just feel passionately about it because I want people to feel good, and I know that a lot of people are just like me and they internalize everything and they don't share it with others, and that can be so much tougher. Really, in my goals, I really want to create a community of people that just want to better themselves, that want positivity in their life. No negativity. I can't deal with it. I've got enough shit going on in my life. I don't want to have that type of a community. And I really felt for so long so much support, regardless, even if I wasn't really uploading anything. I know I would read, sometimes people would DM me, send me things, and they're like, girl, get back on YouTube, girl, like, I love this thing, girl, like, one thing and the other. And like, sometimes people would come up to me, not often, guys, I'm not like a celebrity or anything, but some people would come up to me and they'd see my YouTube channel and they were like, Paula la cocina, like, oh my god, hey, like, why haven't you uploaded or whatever? And I'm just like, wow, it feels nice that people wonder and that people are still there. And that's why I was like, you know what, this 14,000 people community that I have on here, I want to bring them some type of light, some type of joy, some type of, you know, positivity. And so that's really why I wanted to do this video, and I'm gonna be uploading others. I already have them on my YouTube channel, I just haven't made them public yet. Anyways, like I said, I really just want to create a really fun, really nice, really positive community on YouTube. And if that is the type of community that you want to be a part of, subscribe. Please subscribe. I heard that if you like say please subscribe or comment down below, people won't. So maybe I'll stop saying that. But anyways, guys, thank you to the people that have continuously been around, have been supporting. Let's get it. This year has been tough for a lot of people. A lot of people might be going through that transition period in their life when they're so confused, when they don't know what they're gonna do, and they're just so down on themselves. I think that this would be a video that I would have wanted to watch when I was going through this moment, and it might have been able to snap me out of it, or at least set me on the right path. That's kind of what I want for everyone that's maybe watching. If you share this with someone that might be going through the same thing, I understand where you are. I've felt it, and you really are worth it. You have so much potential, and it's just boiling in you. And honestly, things happen for a reason. Every stage in your life is perfect. Don't ever think that you've wasted time. I think that was something that I really struggled with too. I felt like I wasted 3-4 years. Like I was like, I don't even know where I would be right now if I would have continued with YouTube, and if I would have continued with one thing and like continue with the other. And then I just stopped, and I was like, you know what, the time in your life is perfect, and maybe I needed to take a step back before doing that and before being ready to continue on with that stage of my life. Don't beat yourself up. Everything works itself out. Just make sure you do something that's going to bring positivity either to your life or to others' lives. And if you do, you're going to end up being happy. You're going to end up being successful. Don't worry. A lot of times we have so much anxiety. It's so tough on our mental health, but just keep doing it. Keep being consistent. Work hard. Be positive and bring light to others' lives. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be leaving my podcast Instagram. The podcast will actually be on my YouTube channel. We're gonna do it one time a week, every week. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you were able to take something out of it. And if you felt like it was at all beneficial to you, make sure you share it with someone. This can help anybody at any moment in their lives. Alrighty, guys, thank you guys so much. Besitos y abrazos. Ciao.